The moment you start winning, something changes. Not in the world, in the people around you. The friend who used to cheer you on goes quiet. The family member who said they believed in you starts finding flaws in everything you do. The colleague who was warm when you were struggling becomes cold now that you are succeeding. Nothing happened between you. You did not change. You simply started moving forward. And that, your forward movement, became a mirror that they did not want to look into. In the next 6 minutes, I am going to show you exactly what is happening in the psychology of the people around you when you succeed. Why envy is not just an emotion, it is a force that can be weaponized against you. And how to protect yourself while continuing to win anyway. What envy actually is, and why it is not what you think. Most people confuse envy with jealousy. They are not the same thing. Jealousy involves a fear of losing something you already have. Envy involves pain at what someone else has that you do not. And that distinction matters, because envy is not just an uncomfortable emotion. Research shows that envy activates the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, the same brain region that processes physical pain. When someone envies you, they are in genuine pain, not metaphorically, neurologically. This is why envious people behave irrationally, why they say things that make no sense, why they sabotage situations that have no benefit to them. They are not operating from logic. They are operating from a brain in pain, and brains in pain do not make good decisions. Understanding this does not mean excusing it. It means understanding why rational responses to envious behavior rarely work. Why the people closest to you are most dangerous. This is the part nobody prepares you for. Envy from strangers is easy to dismiss, but envy from people you love, from friends, from family, from people who claim to support you, that is the kind that actually costs you. Psychologists call this benign envy and malicious envy. Benign envy motivates the person to improve themselves. Malicious envy motivates them to bring you down. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Malicious envy is far more common among people who are close to you, because proximity creates comparison. And comparison, when someone is not at peace with where they are, creates pain. The friend who wanted you to succeed, but only slightly. The family member who supported your dreams, but not quite this much. The colleague who was happy for you until your success made their stagnation undeniable. Your success did not change these people. It revealed them. The 4 most dangerous forms of envy. Form number 1, silent sabotage. This is the most common and the most difficult to detect. The envious person does not attack you openly. They simply withhold. They fail to pass on important information. They give advice that sounds supportive, but subtly steers you wrong. They introduce doubt at critical moments. They are present in your life, quietly working against your progress, often without consciously admitting to themselves that this is what they are doing. Form number 2, reputation erosion. Envy loves an audience. The envious person begins talking about you in ways designed to manage your image downward. They mention your flaws in contexts where your strengths were the topic. They introduce qualifications, yes, but, to every acknowledgement of your success. Over time, if left unchecked, they can shift how others perceive you, not through lies, but through relentless framing. Form number 3, competitive destruction. Some people respond to envy by needing to win against you specifically, not to achieve their own success, but to establish that they are above you. They will sacrifice genuinely good opportunities if it means maintaining a position above you in some comparison. They are not playing to win. They are playing to make sure you lose. Form number 4, manufactured crisis. This is the most aggressive form. When someone is deeply envious and feels they are losing ground, they create chaos, drama, emergency. Situations that demand your time, attention, and energy at precisely the moments when your momentum is highest. Not always consciously, but consistently enough to observe the pattern. Every time you are about to take a significant step, something happens. A conflict arises, a problem appears, An emotional emergency demands your presence. If this is a pattern, it is not coincidence. What envy actually reveals, most people never arrive at. Envy is never really about you. Every person who has ever envied another person is experiencing a gap between where they are and where they believe they should be. Your success does not create that gap. It simply illuminates one that was already there. The person envying you has a belief, usually unconscious, that success is finite, that your winning means less available for them, that the world operates on scarcity and you have taken a piece that should have been theirs. This is a cognitive distortion, but it is a deeply held one, and no amount of your generosity, humility, or dimming your light will make that pain go away, because the source of the pain is inside them, not in you. The most painful thing for someone consumed by envy is not your success. It is the possibility that your success is earned, that it is the result of choices they could have made but did not. How to protect yourself. Step 1. Learn to recognize the pattern early. Envy rarely announces itself. It disguises itself as concern. I'm just worried about you. It disguises itself as realism. I just want you to be practical. It disguises itself as humor, the joke that is slightly too pointed, the comment that lands slightly too heavy. Trust your instincts. When support starts feeling like friction, pay attention. Step 2. Do not perform humility for the comfort of the envious. Shrinking your success to manage someone else's discomfort does not help them. It delays the moment they must confront their own relationship with their choices, and it costs you your authenticity and your momentum. You are not responsible for how that makes other people feel about what they have not built. Step 3. Limit access, not warmth. You do not need to cut everyone who envies you out of your life, but you do need to be strategic about what you share, with whom, and when. Not everyone in your life has earned the right to your most vulnerable moments of growth. Keep your plans close until they are complete. Let results speak before you share the process. Step 4. Use it as data. Envy from others is information about where you are headed. People do not envy those who are going nowhere. The people who are threatened by your progress are telling you, whether they intend to or not, that you are moving in a direction that matters. Every person who goes cold when you win is a compass needle pointing toward your potential. You will be envied as you grow, not if, when. The people who have never been envied are the people who have never moved. The discomfort of being envied, the confusion, the betrayal, the quiet grief of relationships that cannot survive your progress, that is the tax on becoming someone remarkable. Pay it without apology, and keep moving. Subscribe to Mind Vault. Share this with someone who needed to understand why people went cold when they started winning.